Dad Random, and I'd like to give you some quick first impressions on the DJI Spark. Now, flying this location gives me the opportunity to have a nice, protection from the wind. Um, it's got a good vantage point. I've got the water effects. I've got reflections. I've got the dull tones of hillsides. I've got some man-made features, which makes it a really good place to just check out its camera. And the first thing you're going to recognize right away is I am unfamiliar with the camera settings. The Mavic is much easier when it comes to just auto functions on the camera. With the Spark right away, you're going to have a manual camera setup, and you're going to have to heavily rely on a histogram. Turning, not too bad, a little bit choppy, but the Spark has a really, really good camera. So when we start getting the overflights of the boat, you're going to, see where it really shines. As far as control, you're going to have to switch between sport and cinematic speeds on a regular basis, and there's going to be a little more cutting of the film. Of course, planning. This flight was 12 minutes. I'm not showing every ounce of the footage because a lot of it was junk. Um, because, of course, when you're changing speeds, there's a lot of rapid movement. But here's I'm chasing a moving object. You're going to have to um, be tricky at how you set up these shots, probably attacking them front to back, and then being able to pivot as you try to pick up and center your subject. This is in sport mode, and I had to get really quick clips in sport mode. But as far as the Spark is concerned, amazing build quality. Of course, you're going to see a ton of videos that repeat the same things over and over again. There is a learning curve, and that learning curve, it's going to take 10, 15, 20 flights to get the hang of where you really want your camera settings to be, how to deal with certain lighting conditions. This is early morning. Simply understanding you have fewer minutes. But surprisingly, 12 minutes is a long flight for me. So if I can get a 12-minute flight without any stress, get cinematic or get, really well set up shots, there shouldn't be any problems. So for Dad Random, with the DJI Spark, another adventure. Yes.